It was the silence that unnerved me most. Not the kind of silence that comforts after a long day. Not the silence of a library filled with breathing pages, but the heavy, pressing kind. The silence that reminds you of how empty a room really is. Every morning began the same way. I would boil water for chai, the kettle's whistle slicing through the stillness like a reluctant bird song. I poured the amber liquid into the chipped cup. I'd stopped caring to replace years ago. Its handle was cracked, the porcelain stained from countless mornings, just like this one. I sipped it slowly, not because I wanted to savor the flavor, but because stretching the moment gave me something to do. In the heart of a savage world, where every rustle in the grass could spell doom, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the blazing African sun. Small, unarmed and utterly exposed. But as a massive shadow lunges from the shadows, jaws gaping wide, this fragile ancestor doesn't flee in terror. Instead, with a spark of primal genius, they turn the hunter's game upside down. Welcome to 2.3 million years ago, when humanity's first great escape began, not with weapons, but with wits that would conquer the wild forever. Endurance was their secret weapon, a gift from evolution tailored for survival on the open plains. Unlike predators built for explosive sprints, lions tiring after a short burst, hyenas overheating in the chase, early humans could run for miles without faltering. Their bodies were engineered for persistence, spring-like Achilles tendons, propelled efficient strides. Millions of sweat glands acted as natural cooling systems, and bipedalism conserved energy over long distances. Imagine a family group foraging near a waterhole when a pride of lions erupts from the tall grass. Hearts pounding, they don't sprint blindly. Instead, they maintain a steady pace, leading the exhausted cats into retreat. Footprints preserved in volcanic ash at Letole, Tanzania from 3.6 million years ago show this upright gait in action, evidence of ancestors who outlasted their foes through sheer stamina. But endurance alone wasn't enough. They needed havens from the relentless pursuit. When the ground offered no escape, the vertical world became their sanctuary. Though bipedalism reduced their tree-climbing prowess compared to ape cousins, they retained enough agility, grasping hands, opposable thumbs, and flexible limbs to scramble up rocky outcrops or sturdy branches. From these perches they hurled stones, sticks, or even sharpened flakes, turning defense into deterrence. Paleoanthropologists have unearthed Oldowan tools from sites like Olduvai Gorge, dating back 2.6 million years. Simple stone choppers, not just for butchering scavenged meat, but for fending off threats. A well-thrown rock could stun a hyena or fracture a leopard's approach. And they didn't face danger alone. Living in groups of 20 to 50 amplified their strength. Primitive alarm calls, grunts and shrieks rippled through the band, alerting all to scatter, climb, or converge in confusion tactics that bewildered attackers. Social bonds were crucial. Mothers carried infants on their hips during flight, while others distracted predators, ensuring the group's survival over the individual's. As daylight faded, new terrors emerged from the shadows. Nocturnal hunters like owls with silent wings, venomous snakes slithering through grass, and packs of wild dogs tearing into the vulnerable. Here, innovation sparked a revolution. The mastery of fire, likely discovered from natural lightning strikes igniting dry brush. Early hominids learned to tend and transport embers, perhaps as early as 1.5 million years ago with Homo erectus, but hints suggest even earlier use. Fire transformed the night. Its flickering light revealed hidden dangers. Its warmth warded off the chill, and its smoke drove away biting insects. Most vitally, the roar and unpredictability of flames terrified predators. Lions and hyenas circled warily at the edges, deterred from closing in. Around these primal campfires, knowledge passed through gestures and sounds, lessons in spotting tracks, recognizing growls, or crafting barriers from thorn bushes. Dense, spiky enclosures that formed natural fortresses against prowling beasts. Ethnographic studies of modern hunter-gatherers, like the Hadza in Tanzania or the San in the Kalahari, echo these ancient practices, using similar thorny berms for sleep safety. Tools evolved from mere survival aids to instruments of cunning strategy. Free hands, unburdened by quadrupedal movement, allowed carrying and crafting, sharpening stones into edges for cutting or spears for thrusting. By observing the wild, they turned the environment against their enemies. Noticing how predators avoided thorny thickets or deep waters, they herded chases toward crocodile-infested rivers, where a pursuing cat might become the reptile's meal. Mud from rainstorms masked scents and provided camouflage, slicking the ground to slow heavier foes while light-footed humans pressed on, senses honed by necessity. Binocular vision spotted distant movements. Acute hearing caught the faintest rustle. They scavenged cleverly too, waiting for lions to make a kill, then driving them off with rocks and shouts to claim the carcass. Recent research suggests that around 1 million years ago, relatives like Homo erectus challenged giant hyenas for these leftovers, using persistence and numbers to secure vital protein. Weather played a pivotal role in their arsenal of escapes. Thunderstorms rolled in with masking rains that drowned out footsteps and washed away trails, granting precious moments to vanish. Dust storms blinded pursuers, while our ancestors navigated by memory and instinct. In the dry seasons, they migrated to defensible sites, caves or cliff ledges offering natural protection. Fossil records from sites like Swartkrans in South Africa show bones with healed injuries. Proof of communal care. The wounded were sheltered, fed and protected, allowing recovery in a world where weakness invited death. This cooperation fostered larger brains over generations, tripling in size and enabling complex planning, anticipating predator paths, setting ambushes with environmental traps,